Oh my God, you don't end it with that.
Can you do that bit again, please? Seriously. Seriously. I'm not joking. Please do that again. Please.
Hello and welcome to Matt Clewes with, and right now I am with Pioneers, everybody. Charlie,
Hello.
Sam, Toby. Hello.
Oi, oi.
Evening.
Hello.
Hello.
Again.
You brought Bevs to the party. What you got?
I'm
The
a
old
Heineken.
classic.
I've gone
You're
for
posh
a
boy.
vodka Diet Coke.
Vodka
on.
Diet Coke.
Yeah, come on. Needless sugar in it.
See, Diet Coke's acceptable, but Coke Zero is like, come on, that's where it separates the boys and the men, isn't it?
Pepsi Max goes ahead of the rest, I think.
Do you reckon? Oh,
Yeah,
no,
especially if
not
it's
for me.
cherry.
So that's a different ball game, though. I don't. Normal Pepsi Max is no go, but you throw.
Toby,
you throw
what's that
cherry in.
light? What's that light over your left shoulder?
That's Pepe.
You tell-
It's a frog.
you
That
tell
was
me what
my
it's-
that was my Secret Santa present. They got me a Pepe the Frog lamp, but the best part
Put that
is
all together.
some of my friends. They got me
Oh,
a Pepe the Frog
Oh,
lamp.
not
but
us. Yeah, not
they
us,
fucked,
clearly.
No, not them. Jesus. They fucked it up, so I now actually have two. I have two of
Nice.
the exact same
And-
Pepe
and
the Frog
Why have
lamp
you only got one on display?
because one's at my other house.
Who got you it?
Not like I've got two houses, but like you know,
Who
Yeah,
got
man,
you
this is
it?
this is my girlfriend's house, and
Elliot?
you what?
Was it Elliot that got you it?
No, it was Josh, I think.
Josh.
Yeah,
You know Matt,
Oh, yeah.
Josh.
Oh, yeah.
Josh, Matt.
Good old Josh.
Good mate of mine.
You must
yeah.
Matt and Josh are best mates.
The fifth member. That's what I thought. So, semi-serious question, right? About actually you. We've done the drinks. We've done the Graham Norton bit. Like, so as a band, tell me, where did it all start? Take it right back. First day, day one. What happened?
So
Obviously.
I'll take this one.
Go on then.
So
Sam comes about
basically-
3/4 down the line, by the way.
Yeah.
So me, I knew Sam in school. Well, I knew of him, right?
He was a mysterious man. Everyone just knew of Sam.
And
one of them.
No
long
one
story
knew
short, I had my mum used to keep guinea pigs,
Right.
and so we needed a stud for our guinea pig, and we went.
So you
We
could
advertised
say.
it. We advertised it in like the local newspaper. It was quite old fashioned, I know. But Sam rang us. We didn't know it was Sam, and they said we got this stud for your guinea pig. And we went round to Sam's to see the guinea pig to see if they would like mate and create more little guinea pigs. And Sam had the guinea pig in his room, and I went to look at it, and I recognised him from school. Saw his guitar, asked him if he played, then agreed to let his guinea pig be impregnated by mine. No, the other way around. And then, yeah, we became best friends. And started the
Basically,
band.
we had a lot of time to kill whilst the guinea pigs were off doing stuff. So we just started picking up stuff and yeah.
So basically, the band.
That'll be
To
the
thank the
Chinese.
band, you have to thank a guinea pig for
Yeah.
the forming of
Two
Pioneers.
guinea pigs, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the best thing is where Toby comes along.
Mm.
Which,
This is where it gets
Charlie would
really
tell,
tasty.
which Charlie would tell you
This-
about now.
This gets a bit strange here, actually. So we
Fuck's
were
sake.
playing it. We were playing in Sam's bedroom, and we would always notice this boy in Air Maxes come and
Out the
stop
window.
outside the house, like outside, like down on the pavement. And we kept seeing him in different places. Like where if we'd go out and like get lunch, or whatever, he'd just appear and just sort of stare at us. And then one day, he serenaded us from the pavement. as we look down on him.
I think it was Enrique Iglesias' Hero.
Yes,
I
what a
think.
song.
That would be my choice if it was the one. That would.
What do you mean would be? That is what happened.
Oh, that would. Yeah. Sorry, that is
But-
exactly how it happened. It was
Okay.
outside
Yeah.
Subway in Tottenham.
And then we had another person at the time called Bailey, and there's not a lot to say about him, really. He was a silent assassin. And then we lost him, and you could say gained Sam, maybe.
I think it was more of a sidestep than a step forward.
In all seriousness, Matt, you say what you say you wanted the actual origins of Pleiades. It's a lot more It's a lot more boring than the story we've just told.
We agreed that it's so boring that we just have to make up stuff.
We had to make
Basically,
something up.
I like that though.
We wanted to start a band. We knew each other like the same bands. We got together in my shed. That's how it started. There you go.
But there was no guinea pigs.
There was
It
unfortunately
wasn't the guinea
not.
pigs doing the mating.
In different timelines, maybe.
I did have guinea pigs who. I did have guinea pigs who did get mated on.
Okay.
Not by my
Just not by Sam.
But just not by Sam's.
No,
Sam's guinea pigs, not Sam, by the way. Just
Yeah.
disclaimer.
either really.
Unless.
Not by Sam. My guinea pig's called Sam.
So, Toby, I think the only question now is, can you sing
Oh,
a piece from Hero by Enrique Iglesias?
Absolutely not. No, you don't. No.
I've heard.
Yeah,
I've got a video.
he
of
actually
Sam
sang
doing
it. He actually sang it in Spanish. He
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
sang it in
There
Spanish.
you go.
Go on then.
Oh my God, no. Sam's.
I've got a
The
video.
worst part about all of this is Sam Watts actually knows the words in Spanish and he
You got a
can sing
guitar,
it.
Sam?
Is he getting his guitar out?
Yeah, he
Okay.
is cool. And
There we go.
the only reason he brought up the song is so he himself.
Yeah, I see where this is. Yeah, that's fair enough. Go on.
Hang on. Right, it's out of tune, but yeah,
That's
we
all
gave
right.
it like a that sort of
Oh
thing.
yeah.
And then it'd just be like Carlos Puyol. Gerard Piqué. You know what I mean? And we just I think
love
that's
how
the
that
way
came
it's
out
meant to be
so
done.
perfectly Spanish. He just goes, you know what I mean?
You know
Yeah,
what?
like perfect
Toby,
Spanish sentence came out.
Toby, if you think that was perfect, Spanish,
Well, no,
mate,
I speak terrible Spanish. I speak like the smallest amount of Spanish possible.
It's like a Spanish person saying, do you speak English? Go, yeah, Charlie, Toby, Sam.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I always thought the best bit about it about Hero was when he does obviously talk about the Barcelona centre back.
Centre-back
My
partnership
favourite
of the late 2000s. That's my favourite part too, to be honest.
What, Carlos Puyol and Gerard Piqué? It's fantastic.
right, can I just clear this up for Toby because he's so lost right now. Toby,
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I was just
Sam-
like smiling
Sam
and
didn't-
nodding, like, yeah, I get football. I fucking
Sam didn't just sing Hero by Enrique Iglesias, right? So he basically said two footballers' names in an accent.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Did you actually not know
You
that?
thought I was speaking
No.
Spanish!
I've got a video of you like, singing along with him.
I was about to name drop Fernando Torres.
Oh, see, I'd have got him. He used to play for Liverpool. I remember him. But no, I didn't know the other two. Football's not my forte, is it?
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
Anyway, yeah.
So, now that we've got the story out of the way, so what was your sort of introduction to music? When did you first, like, really fall in love with music? Bands?
I'll start.
5 seconds
My
ago
mum-
when Sam.
Yeah, when
started singing
Sam
in
started.
Spanish.
Yeah. Enrique Iglesias, but with footballers' names. It was my favourite song of all time.
I think
The first time I got really into music was when my mum bought me I2 Monkey's first album, but it was actually for her.
Good
You know,
girl.
like when parents
Good
buy
girl.
you a present and it's
Mm.
like, this is for you, but it wasn't. It was for her because she liked it. But that was like the first time I properly got into an album.
I think for me is, well, I've got an older brother. I think with especially indie music, it's very like late 2000s, so when there was like a big thing with it. And when my brother's age, when they were going through school and stuff, that was like the mainstream music. Like everyone would be listening to early Arctic Monkeys. They'd be listening to even random bands like Razorlight or whatever, The Enemy, this sort of stuff. And I think where we grew up, that wasn't necessarily as much of the norm. But when I had my older brother, I almost inherited what he was listening to myself. And then the funny thing is, he doesn't really listen to it much now, but then I've stuck with it. But I think that's where it came from for me, really.
You know, also a really weird story about your older brother and my mum. That sounds really fucking disgusting,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Let's finish.
No,
it.
it's to
This
do with
podcast done.
music. It's to do with music, I promise.
Careless Whisper, George Michael.
Do you remember that time, Toby, when you woke up, went to your mum's room, rubbed your eyes?
No, my mum went to a Pigeon Detectives gig. And it must have been like when they were big. When was that? Like a long time ago.
I
Right?
think
like
and Adam
mid to
Watts
late
was on
2000s.
stage with them. Adam, your brother was on stage with them, and my mum was like, "What the
I
fuck?
know.
That's Adam."
Mm.
I think that would have been a weird enough story if you just finished it as my mum went to a Pigeon Detectives gig.
No, my mum used to be mad for it. She used to go to all of them.
Oh.
She took me to the Famous Wombats gig, which is now infamous, isn't it? Infamous in Pioneers lore, that is. Yeah.
To be fair, Matt, good question, because one thing I wouldn't know the answer is, I'd understand Charlie and Toby's, but I don't know Sam's origins. So
My
this could be
origins
new
of
for all of
music.
us. Yeah,
It
this
could
could be
be-
new
it
for
could
all of
be-
us.
It would be the
Sam.
soundtrack to a game.
No, it wasn't. No, my dad's always played guitar. So basically, when I was a kid, he would just always be like, "You need to learn the guitar. Like you are having guitar lessons."
Oh, you were
It's
one
like
of
a
those
football. It's like
kids.
Project Mbappe, but with music.
Yeah, so your dad's like,
So-
if you played football, it'd be the
He's
dad
like the
that'd be
football
shouting from the
dad.
touchline.
Yeah.
like in
I'm just a
music.
crafted musician. That's all it is.
Okay.
No, but he used to listen to loads of stuff, like all the old David Lee Roth from Van Halen, like all his solo stuff, and that's what we used to listen to in the car. And then I remember I was about probably year 2 or 3, and I started getting guitar lessons, and then gave up for like 4 years, and then gave up golf as well because I got forced into learning golf. And I think he was very disappointed in me for a long time.
You didn't like golf?
And then picked up guitar again,
And he's
about,
mastered
I don't
it.
know, year 6.
Did you pick up golf again though?
I actually have recently.
Have
Oh.
you?
I look like a golfer.
Oi, oi.
The only sport we can play.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, it's not actually. You can't even go down driving range now.
Oh, you're not?
To the
Ah.
court. No. At this point, I
Bloody
was going
road.
once a week. Yeah. But yeah, so just started learning guitar like that, and then kind of started studying music technology in like year 9, and went from there.
I think
And
me and
that's
Sam
my
got-
life story.
That was a nice, serious piece for a
that
moment
was
there.
serious.
Like that.
Yeah.
Well done, Sam.
Mine and Sam's is way more I think, Sam, didn't we get like electric guitars like around the same sort of time, like 13
I'm
years
sorry,
old?
we are individuals here, mate. Don't lump me in with you.
Nah, you know what I mean. I swear like me and you both got electric guitars like really close to each other, and then we just used to cover songs.
Yeah, I
back
used to
for
only
quite a
have
while.
the acoustic. It was my brother's, and then I got an electric.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had my brother's acoustic. And then, yeah.
Because there was
We're
that time
pretty-
with
we're
Toby's
the
mum
most-
and your brother Sam and
Yeah. They were
the
making
acoustic
beautiful-
guitar.
We actually were playing fully plugged into our amps in my lounge, and my next door
Oh
neighbours
my
knocked on our
god,
door.
yeah, I remember
Really?
that.
But we
Yeah.
sounded
And the other one, and
banging.
one of them was deaf. Like one of them was actually deaf, but it was the woman came round and said,
It was
"Yeah,
his
I'm
wife.
really sorry, but I can't hear. I can hear you over the TV, and I've
Can't
turned
hear.
it up all the way." And we were like, "Cool, it must have been good then, innit?"
Looking back, because we were young, that we were playing that ridiculously loud.
Yeah, we were. I'm pretty sure it was. I bet you look good on the dance floor or something.
It was.
I bet it was
Yeah.
played awfully as well.
Yeah, we were pretty good.
I could guarantee it was played awfully.
Oh,
I mean, I've seen Toby play now, so
Yeah,
God
exactly.
knows
yeah.
what he's on.
we've all seen Toby play now.
Yeah.
So what's a typical day like for you in the studio? Is it long? Is it like eventful? Is there a lot of
It's pretty boring, to be
We
honest.
mainly
isn't it?
talk about what we're having for lunch, to be honest.
food orientated?
Yeah, I find with the
Massive.
studio,
Lunch is a
you're more
huge
likely
deal.
to have the arguing before you know what you're going in to do. Once you all know what you're going in to do, you're on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you know
true.
what you're doing there. Like Toby said, once we get the studio, it's very much what we're eating. And when's it my go to do
Last
something?
time,
Because there's a lot of waiting
I
around.
was-
Like,
There is a lot of waiting around.
because it takes a
vegan
while to do
brownies
this.
and coffee, wasn't it?
The two
Yeah,
subjects, the two subjects are you're taking ages, and when's Deliveroo coming? That's literally the two.
Yeah.
And can I have a soy latte?
And also,
extra
it's
hot?
Sam. You just sort of rang out that I don't know my part. I just like winding you up, don't I?
Like we'd go for 2 days, and then you could turn up on this first day, and you could have nothing. You don't do anything for that whole 8 hours. You're just there for more support.
Oh, really?
Like
So-
once Charlie's
Yeah.
done his drum bits, like that only goes down first. He normally does not much like actual recording for the rest of the whole.
Just does
Like, next
not
day.
much.
So at the old
Just
studio,
comes
me
along
and
for the-
Toby
for
would
the
just
banter.
play like slime football on the Mac.
Oh yeah, we
That
would. Yeah.
setup. while waiting
Yeah.
for Charlie to do the drums.
Or we'd play.
That's obviously the
on
biggest
phone,
operation. The
Yeah.
drums. That's the.
Yeah.
The
But that's
backbone.
we were so productive last time, Charlie, because that was when we kind of started with the album cover, wasn't it? Because I remember we were just messing around. I was messing around in Photoshop making these horrendously contrasting, horrible covers. And I think I remember Charlie, you were on that website making your.
Oh, he was on Canva, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah,
He was doing some of his
he was
uni
making
projects. Yeah.
I was making a poster for uni, and then I made the art
Out of the blue.
artwork as well.
While me and
Wonderful.
Sam were in the corner playing slime football.
No, you weren't even. That was when I was re-recording.
Oh,
But
that was the
also,
most recent time.
I think the thing people don't realise, unless they're actually making music as well, is we've been in the studio so much, we've recorded so many songs, but it's not like every song we've ever recorded has also been released.
Mm.
So I reckon we've probably recorded like 10 to 12 songs, and we've released 5 or 6. Because there's some, for whatever reason, just don't live. They never happen. So we never go in the studio going, this is one's definitely come out, because we got to wait and hear what it sounds like, and then naturally you start building up a pile of stuff behind you.
So have you always agreed on the single you're going to bring out? Have you always said,
No.
No.
We have some songs, and also like on the flip side of that, like there's certain songs that different people want to record. Like we've got loads of songs, right, that we've not recorded, but we'll all have like slightly different opinions of what ones we want to record.
I think the tricky thing with us as a band specifically is there's a lot of bands that have that one sound and they'll just go with that and they'll release songs with that same vibe all the time. But where we've all come from very different areas, I feel like our songs are it's a big difference between a lot of them. So we can go the heavier, quick ones, we can do slower ones, we can do more poppy ones, but instead of following a pattern of, that's the same as that one and that's the same as that one, so let's put them 3 out, it's more like, okay, we're going there, then we're going there. And then in a few months, the songs come in there.
Generally, we release similar stuff. Like, if you have a look at our, all our releases we've got now, apart from maybe What Can I Say, that's kind of a little bit heavier, but the ones we've got out are quite, similar genre. But we've got so many recorded now which are completely different. Like, we recorded Teeth, which loads of people like live, and that's not gone anywhere, is it? And Exclusivity, and another one which we literally just started jamming in the studio, wasn't it? Kind of. We kind of had a basis for it before, and then
it's almost like our mega big sounding live songs are kind of the ones we haven't ever released, because they are very much like our live songs, like our Teeths and our Exclusivities, and they're almost like gems you get just from coming and watch us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it's kind of like at this point.
Where the profit comes from, Sam. So the profit comes. Yeah.
I didn't understand. I just went, yeah.
I was thinking, Bill and the old money tomorrow. We are.
Oh yeah, what does Bill say in the thing?
Profit,
we are flying.
Oh yeah, we are flying.
That's what I was trying to remember.
So
how many pies you sold today, Charles?
5, 6, 7, 8.
Matt won't get that. No one's going to get that.
No one's going to get that.
That's a teaser. That's an exclusive.
We shouldn't have said anything there.
Clues, Civ. That's what we like to say. That's what we like to say.
Apart from the fact you've got no context whatsoever, it's just us talking about how expensive pies are and how many we sold.
Cheers to that.
Something big's coming, Matt. You better fasten your seatbelt.
Oh, Sam, are you flashing the old dead man's fingers there? Oi, oi. That's a banging rum, that is.
I think 20 quid. I think it's fantastic.
That's good, though. You ever tried it?
Have I ever?
That?
Watching the
opened it,
Wombats absolutely changed my life.
Banging. Get it down.
Do it now. Sam, do it now.
Good. It's good.
Lovely. Wait, what?
I don't know. Drink it.
Have a sip. On,
do it now. Do it now. There's still some left in the bottle.
There is a little bit left.
Oh my word! I've poured drink everywhere.
Oh, Sam, you know you're saying about your Mac breaking.
Did
I tell you that in the first
lockdown
I knocked over a whole glass of red wine all over my brand new Mac keyboard?
What I'd say is a good thing to do here now, Matt, is ask one of them a question whilst I go get some.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. So what is your single so far? There we go. What's Sam?
You what, sorry? Say it again?
Favourite single so far that you've released?
What that we've released? Probably the most recent one. Say what you want.
Because I'm on it, Toby.
That's true. Weren't you on the last one?
Can't remember what we released before, to be honest. No.
This
we
is not the
recorded,
only
but
one
we
we've
never
released.
released.
Do you want it? Surely.
It is. Yeah, it is.
No way.
We've recorded more, but we haven't released it.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Were you not on say what can I say?
No. That was like
No, actually I changed my mind. That's
after.
my favourite one.
Really?
That's my favourite one.
Mine's a completely selfish thing here, but mine's I don't think I've changed because the best thing I've ever done for this band is the stop in the second verse when Sam says, "I want to freeze time." Every time I listen to that, I smirk to myself. And I think that is bloody good, Charlie. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, that's my favourite.
I want to freeze time. And it goes, duh.
Yeah, and he's like,
see, I know.
Yeah,
fanboy.
that was me,
fanboy.
man. That was me.
Oh yeah, love it. So like, where do you get? It's like when you're songwriting, who does what, lyrics wise?
Sam does it all, and we all take credit for it.
Actually, that's not true. Sam does it all, sends it to me to work on. I don't work on it. We go into the studio, and then we all get credit for it.
Basically, Sam puts 100% trying to get it ready, and then no one helps me with it when I ask.
Oh.
I do try.
Sorry,
I'm a
big
busy
bust
man.
up. Big bust up on the Matt Clewes podcast.
Love that.
Pioneers
like,
ain't going to come out the other end of this.
Yeah, I'll leave you to it after. So like when you
I'd make like a rough idea of what I want to do, but
Yeah.
there's obviously creative freedom for all three of them
We quite often
to show what they
rehearse
would do,
songs.
because Charlie knows more what he's doing on the drums than I do. I might track some riffs and solos, and Toby can alter them if he wants, and Sam does what the hell he wants on bass too, because my bass lines in the demos is just me hitting the same note every time. Like,
You'll
quite
notice that
often,
in
like,
the old
we'll-
Pioneer songs.
yeah.
And quite often we'll like grab like one of Sam's demos and like play it like together, like live, and then figure out if it kind of goes well and we can actually make it fit.
It's strange. Some will literally, Sam will send it to us that day. We'll rehearse that evening, and it'll be done. Others will just take weeks, and it will change so many times. But some just click straight away, and others take much longer.
The
So
other
it's
thing is,
different with everyone.
you've got to be thick-skinned, because trust me, you get shot down a lot. Right? And you write a gem, you think you that for 2 weeks, like, yes, this is absolute mega. You send it, no reply.
Literally, you see everyone's read it.
Yeah.
So
I get really excited over one, and I'm thinking they're gonna love this. Oh, this is it now. And then it's not.
I think that's like all of us. To be fair, like when we're rehearsing, it's strange because when you're rehearsing, you've got a picture. We rehearse in a small room, so it's so loud. So to speak, you have to stop everyone. So it takes about 5 minutes for you to get everyone's attention, and then to say a point. And you'll be thinking about this point all session. You'll think, right, I'll put out to the boys. You'll say it, and then they'll just look at you, and then just carry on playing.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, right, okay.
So I'm not gonna lie, Toby is the most annoying person of all time.
Yeah,
he's one of them
I'm
people.
not even going to try and deny that I'm not loud.
There's two sort of like instrument players in this world. There's the ones that, you know, they sound check, they check they're on, all right, and then they'll stop until they're told what we're doing. Toby is, oh, I can play guitar. So anytime there's no talking, he's wow, he's smacking everything around. Whereas I'm a bit more of, okay, my guitar's on, let's get everyone ready, and then we'll just go what we're doing. Whereas Toby's like a do it shredding himself.
Toby's like
yeah, I was going to say, you froze halfway through that sentence. It was like, yeah.
When Toby's...
But no,
Toby
I can't sit
loud
still.
and
I've
hard.
always got to do something.
And where we rehearse, I'll go and get, I'll go make, like, Sam loves a tea, for example. So I'll go make Sam a cup of tea, and I'll hear Toby sit down at my drum kit and start playing. And I will rush back because I know you can't play drums too hard, but there's a certain way you can play it which will fuck them up. And he will and has done that. Just because everything with Toby is as loud and as hard as possible.
So you are the nightmare of the group.
No,
yeah,
he's
I've got no
annoying.
illusions. Yeah, I am the most annoying.
So Sam, where's your ideas, like, when do they hit you the most? Is it when you're at home? When you're going for a little shop? When he's in
the shower, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that.
No. I don't know. I think the way it happens for me is quite different to what you hear from most people. Because I think most people go like, "Oh my god, I was on a train and this idea came to me and I wrote it down in my notebook, man." Like this sort of crap. And I don't buy into that. I'm more of a, okay, I'm going to sit down and write a song, and then I will go from there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not I just thought of this amazing idea. I'm more of, okay, what sort of song do I want to write? Let's just go. Or I'll just start playing something and see what happens, and then see if I like it and building it from there. It's not really like, whoa, on the bus I thought of this great line or anything like that, really.
Yeah.
I wish I could say that it was that, but it's not. Do you know what I mean?
That's good. I like it. It's cool. What is the best show you've had? I know there's a lot of debate about this when we've spoken about it before.
Probably Engine Rooms. Right?
Half Moon Putney.
Half Moon Putney. What a show! What a show!
No, mine's Engine
Can we tell you
Rooms.
the worst one?
Mine's
Engine Room,
Rooms.
Southampton.
Yeah.
Is that the one that I wasn't at, Sam?
Sam,
Well, you were there. You were there.
Sam,
You were
Sam
there.
was in another band. Yeah.
Sam was in another band playing that night.
Oh,
Sam actually complimented me that night, didn't you, Sam?
Yeah,
What's the
he
compliment?
produced one of the best songs in the world, actually.
On his appearance.
Engine Rooms for me, 400 people, bit smaller than 1865, but first mega one. And I don't know, something about that night for me was just the best one. I don't know
The
why.
support. It was fantastic.
Because don't get me wrong, the 1865 was also class, like really good. But I don't know if, like, I hate to be that guy, but I don't know if coronavirus might have tainted it slightly, because it was a big thing at the time, and it's just
It was like the week
ahead. Is it
before we went
this?
into
And-
lockdown. Yeah.
Whereas Engine Rooms, I just remember being stress-free. And then I remember Charlie posted on the morning of, because we just found out we sold it out on the morning of, and it was just, that was a good one. Because from the morning we were like, okay, we can just relax now.
yeah.
I think mine, they're all obviously like the most memorable, but I think the most rewarding one for me is we played in Glasgow, and
I agree with that.
we travelled we drove there the day before, and we had a few shows that week. It was like a mini tour, and to go to the other side of the country, and there was people singing the tunes and stuff, and it was sick, because we know like Southampton, it's always going to be a really good show, but to go there, some bloke actually cried.
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
know if it was because we were so bad or so good.
It probably
Yeah,
because we were terrible. Yeah.
but it was Feeling Blue, our sort of well-known slower song, and yeah, when we played it, he started crying. So
To be fair, as well as that, Sam can vouch for this one. We did one in Pompey, which I think is the best one we've actually played. Not night, but as a tight band.
Yeah.
There was.
Is that when we
I
supported?
don't know if it's Little Comets or the Dutch Criminal Record. It's one of them two.
I don't remember Dutch Criminal Record, but that was my first.
No,
gig.
I think it was Little Comets.
It was Little Comets. The Dutch Criminal Record was the one where we got you drunk, wasn't it?
I think I had
Got
about
me
8
drunk.
different types of Sambuca in my system. That one, do you remember? And I wasn't ready to go on.
No, that was Little
Yeah,
Comets.
was that the one where you
Yeah.
had to go?
Yeah, Little Comets. Yeah, I want about Little
That was
Comets. I want about Little Comets. Yeah.
When I literally grabbed you, you like stopped me and you were about to walk on stage. Like, yeah, this is our moment. Spoil Little Comets, gonna be a great show. Sam just puts his arm on his shoulder. He's like, I'm gonna go throw up. I was just standing there. I was like, all right.
But we sounded class
on
that night.
stage afterwards.
That was Dutch
No,
Criminal
I
Record.
Oh, that was Dutch Criminal Record. We went for a dance, didn't we?
I don't remember, mate, to be honest.
no diss into Little Comets, but we headlined that night.
yeah,
We headlined that night.
Put your
I
stamp
agree.
on it. Put your stamp
We
on
did.
it.
I'm
Oh,
not
we do
even
like
to say
Wedgwood
it. We
Rooms
headlined
is
that
really
night.
good. We love Wedgwood
Yeah, I
Rooms.
like
It's
the
great.
Wedge.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a nice little venue.
Yeah,
But to be fair, I think the thing with the 1865 gig was the fact that I think people knew that we were sort of nearing the end of any sort of normality. So
The end in general.
everyone just sort of went for it.
They did, to be fair.
Yeah.
And
It went the correct way it could have gone. It could have gone the way where people were like, I ain't going.
yeah.
But instead,
We
it
did
seemed
have
it more went of, we've got to
couple
go
of
because it could all be taken away soon.
Yeah, we obviously had a few people that couldn't come, or that, you know, like they didn't want to come because of the whole Rona thing. But like, it was actually really good, the outcome that we did have. Like, that many people did show up, and like, as you said, like, they were absolutely fucking mad for it. So it
Yeah.
was decent. I don't know where I was going with that. I started that sentence and I thought, I ain't got a fucking clue where this is going,
People
boys.
just go, fucking
Sometimes
mad.
I just think, who do you think you are? But the fact that you do it so not caring makes you even cooler. You're saying something so
I would
uncool,
not go that far.
but you come
I wouldn't
across
go
so
that
much
far.
cooler because you don't care.
I don't give a shit. To be fair, I don't care.
They went mad for it, mate.
They did go.
Mad
They
for it.
were mad for it. They were.